Hi, my name is DelmarshaeWalker. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. I've been thinking a lot, more than usual. Um, I say these last, probably within a couple of weeks, I've just been doing a lot of thinking. A lot has been on my mind. And the array of things I've been thinking about has been more or less across the board, kind of a little of everything. One of the things I was thinking about is like, I think we as a people, um, when we're telling our history or we're looking at our history, a lot of times we start with slavery as far as, yeah, we're descendants of slaves, or, our ancestor was part of slave trade. And I was kind of thinking, it's like, why do we start there? I know we can't really trace our history all the way back to a particular tribe of people in Africa, but it's like I feel like I want us to get away from that, as far as that is where our history start with slave trading. And I feel like if you're focusing on this is where we started at, it's like you're still going to be stuck in that mentality. Not saying that we should forget about, history, our history, or try to wipe it out, or act like it didn't happen. Yes, it's something that happened to us as a people, but I don't feel that it defines who we are as a people. Our who we are as a people actually started in Africa. So I feel that we should start with that more, as far as our ancestors was this or that, based on the information we do have as far as the different people that was in Africa. Like I say, I know we can't put, say I'm this from this tribe or that tribe and this is my history. But I feel that we should, focus more on that, of who we truly are, and focus less, not necessarily less, but don't make that the spotlight of who we are now. That was something that happened. Slavery happened to us. Slavery is not who we are. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you understand what I'm trying to say, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, don't put the spotlight on we started with slavery. Our history is vast, is before slavery. And I feel like if we get more attached to that mentality of who we truly are as a people, I feel a lot of things that we go through now we can bypass, we can overcome, and we can move away from. But as long as we're keeping that slave mentality of this is who we are, we're gonna always have that mindset of we can only go as far as we're allowed to go. We can't surpass this, or we can't surpass that, or this is why we can't make it because of that. But if you're focusing more on who we were before what happened to us, we can hold our head up high and walk with pride, and not wait for someone to give us permission to do what we need to do in order to move forward, continue to move forward, build generational wealth, and crush generational curses. And one group of people that I want to kind of use as an example, if you think about, and this is also coming from a biblical point, if you think about the Jewish people, in the Bible, you see that they were slaves in Egypt. And then when you kind of fast forward past that, you see what happened to them with the Holocaust. And one of the things they do say about the Holocaust is that we'll never forget. But when you ask them about who they are as a people, they don't start with the Holocaust. They don't say, "Oh, we're a survivor of the Holocaust. This is who we are." They go past that. They go back to who God said they are. They walk around with their head held high as proud people. That's why over there in Israel now, that's why they fight so hard for that land, because they look at we are God's chosen people. He promised this that this is our land, And and they walk with that mentality. They don't walk around with the slave mentality from their ancestor who was enslaved in Egypt, and they don't walk around with the mentality of the people who suffered during the Holocaust. They walk around with the knowledge of who they are based on God saying, "We are your chosen people." And when you talk to them, that's the pride, regardless of what this Jewish person might think or that Jewish person. They come together with that one mindset. So if you did talk to those people in Israel, and they, in spite of all the enemies that are surrounding them, they still hold their head up high and know that this is our land, we're not leaving, and they feel that they know that they're gonna be victorious over whatever comes against them. And I feel like using them as an example, us as Black people, we need to start holding our heads up high like that, knowing that who we are. We're descendants of kings and queens. We're descendants of powerful warriors. We're descendants of people who conquered, people who explored, people who discovered things that was full of vast knowledge. That's who we're descendants of. Slavery happened to us, but slavery happened to us, but slavery is not who we are. And so we need to let that part go of making it who we are, and say this is what happened to us because of who we were. Who we are very powerful people, very knowledgeable people, very educated people. And then this is something that unfortunately happened to us, but we're going to move past that. We're going to never forget, but at the same time, we're not going to allow those chains to still be on us. We're going to move past that. We're going to rise above that, and we're going to walk with our head up high as kings and queens that we are. We're going to, be who God truly intended us to be, and not who someone else tried to dictate us to be. Because if we were weak people, we would still be enslaved. We would still be slaves, but we're not. And so that right there lets you know, one, the mentality, because they never broke us, and two, regardless of what we went through, we still walked out with our heads up high. So that shows you the power that's still in our DNA. We just need to tap into the rest of it and get our mind and everything else in alignment, so we can move on and stop doing the things that we're doing that's a detriment to us and that don't empower us. All this crab in the bucket mentality, we need to get rid of that. It's okay for us to kill one another. We need to get rid of that. Anything negative that's holding us back as a people, we need to get rid of that. We need to stop making everything a joke. We need to stop being, being performers just like they was enslaved to make other people happy, just so we could feel like we're getting ahead, but in reality, we're not. So we need to kind of break those chains, break those bonds, and step into who we are truly meant to be and who we truly are as a people. So that's one of the things that I was thinking about, and that's just one of the things I wanted to put out there today. And I do hope everyone is having a great day, a blessed day. Peace.